Okay everyone, here we are with the second installment of the packing of a guitar. The reason I'm doing this is because I once had a guitar go to, well, the one I told you about went to the UK and the P90 jumped out of it, or it just got hit so hard it pulled the threads out of the guitar. And many years ago, probably, it's got to be 15 years ago, I sent a guitar to Singapore. And it was an Explorer, the only other one I made other than the black one. And they busted the headstock off it. And it came back, and I argued with them up and down, and they only ended up giving me, I insured it for $4,000 and they gave me $2,000, but they gave me the guitar back and they paid shipping both ways. They paid for me to ship it back again, so I did okay, but I said I insured it for $4,000, I want $4,000, but they said, no, you didn't pack it right, and the truth was I didn't pack it right. It moved around in the case and it took a jolt and it smashed the headstock off. So I knew it was my own fault. So I did a lot of research on how to pack guitars. So you've seen how I pack the inside of the guitar, or how I pack the guitar inside the case. Now here's how I do it on the outside of the case, before it goes into the box. Okay, this looks kind of cracky. And if I was a major manufacturer, I would have styrofoam ends that run on either side of this case. But because I build so many different guitars and I have so many different cases that I use, this is what I do. So what you want is a cap on either end that leaves space in between the case and the outside box. So this is going to go inside a box. So what happens is it leaves a little bit of air in between the case and the box. So if something's laying on it or pushing on it, if you fill that space right there with bubble wrap and stuff, it'll push into your case and it'll push onto your pickups. It'll push the strings down on top of the frets, and you're gonna get dents in your frets. If you're using stainless frets, it's what you call a pain in the ass. So if you don't do that, FedEx actually told me this is how you're supposed to do it. So if you don't do it this way, you're going to get an Explorer with a busted headstock. Take it from me, it happened. And to quote the J-Rock, if it could happen to me, it can happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so here we go. So now you take the case, like so. You go over to your box. This beautiful box, I got this Gator case in. And in it goes. Sorry about the camera movement here. See? Now you can see there's space. See? In between the case and the outside of the box. There's empty space here. I'm going to cut the end and fold that over. You want to make the box as small as you can, so the dimensions are as small as you can. It's easier to ship. It costs a little less money. I'm going to cut this box to fit properly. And I'll show you that box in the next installment here. So there you go, that's how I do it. And I've never had a problem, ever. If you pack it inside the case like I showed you, you pack it like this, and make sure it's secure inside the box. You don't want it flying around, you don't want it coming back and forth or flopping around this way inside that box. You want it to fit. You see it's a little bowed out, but that'll fix once I close the tops on it. So there you go. And yeah, I'll show you how so when I come back, I'll show you how to, I'll just show you what the box is going to look like, because there's not going to be anything special. It'll just be a box with tape on it. And it'll go across the country, down into Alabama, and it'll meet its new owner. And we'll get there in one piece, because I packed it properly.